I see it going. I think it's important for us to continue. That's one of the reasons why when we named the organization, I didn't name it, I didn't use a stylistic name. I stayed away from that. I made it International Karate Kobudo Federation, rather than saying the Okinawa Kenpo, whatever. That's the style we do. Because we have practitioners in many different traditional systems involved in our weapons program. So I think that's better to provide a basis that doesn't seem to like say, this is better. You know, I like what we do, it mixes well together, but I also love other traditional systems and can appreciate them. And if our weapons program can be a benefit to them and help them enhance their students' knowledge, then we all gain from that. And I think our exposure to other traditional programs as well gives us, we learn from that as well. So I want to continue with that. What do I see with the state of martial arts in the United States today and around the world? I think in the United States, it pretty well has gotten to the point it sucks. It's embarrassing. It's become theatrics. Most of it has become so far removed from what it was supposed to be and the benefits that it's supposed to provide. It's become marketing. It's become so commercialized that the programs change almost on a monthly basis. There's a focus of do anything, just keep the people happy. Don't make them sweat, don't make them train, because God, they might stop paying their monthly dues. And this is something that we have to instill their self-esteem. So you all can't say anything, can't have any constructive criticism because they might get discouraged. Well, if little Johnny's out there and little Johnny lifts his leg to kick and fall down, you just aren't doing little Johnny a favor by saying, hey, that was great, fantastic. No, it sucked. Okay, and you fell down. I mean, you don't have to berate the student, but you have to establish that that's not the goal you're looking for. When you kick, you're supposed to stay up. And if you kick something, that which you kick is supposed to move, not you falling down. And to praise people for not doing things right, people want to live up to the expectations you place on them. The other thing that I think is lost today is that the most important thing I think people get out of traditional martial arts is learning how to fail and learning how to overcome failure. That's the key. If you take that out of the equation, that there's no opportunity for you to fail, then how do you ever learn? I think we've all had those times in your training where you just reach that plateau. You're not doing anything, and what do? You buckle down. You re-look at everything of what you're doing, and then you make that breakthrough, and you go to the next level. If something's not working for you, you work at it till you make it work, rather than saying, well, you can't win with traditional kata, so therefore I have to put roll falls and wear a cape and have my weapons light up. No. I say that you can't win with traditional kata because the way you're doing your traditional kata sucks. Learn how to do the kata correctly, do the movements correctly. You won't need to have a cape. You won't need to have your weapons light up or make noise. You'll blow people out of the water with the power, focus, speed, everything that you demonstrate. That people will watch that movement and come away with the idea that I would not want to be in front of that person. That person's a lunatic. That person is jazzed. Boy, he could really hurt me. He or she could really hurt me if they hit me. That's what it should be. Not boy, they look good posing, and boy, their cape flitters nicely when they when they fly through the air. Okay, you know, and that's the thing I've always tried to do with going out and competing. It's one of the things that kept me still competing. Not for a trophy, the challenge personally to do it, because that keeps you alive, it keeps you on edge, and secondly to show that you don't have to do this other stuff. The traditional stuff works, you know, and I think there's a good, strong traditional base in the States. The economic downturn, I think, has done a lot of good for martial arts. It's hurt schools. There's no question it has hurt schools, and most traditional schools are in dire financial situations, with enrollments down and everything else, because people are out of jobs, and obviously this is not a priority. Food and shelter take a little more on the priority list than paying for my martial arts lessons or my guitar lessons or whatever. But it's also significantly impacted the McDonald's McDonald's commercial programs out there, which had to do great volume, had to do that. And I think, you know, when you look through this and the smoke clears, more of the traditional clubs, that's what's going to survive. School clubs are going to survive, and the big franchise programs are going to be hurting.